What's happening? What is happening? How's everybody doing, man? How's everybody doing out here, man? In these streets, man? How's everyone doing?
Opening statements are set for tomorrow in the trial of a former Frisco ISD student accused of murdering a fellow student at a track meet. Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes.
And I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. Carmelo Anthony is charged with murder for the stabbing death of Austin Metcalf last year. The 12-person jury, plus 6 alternates, were selected today. Just over 10% of Collin County's population is black. There will be no black jurors. Before the final jury was seated.
Yeah, and why does it need to be a black juror? Think about it. Why does there need to be a black juror? What is that going to contribute to the case? There's nothing specific. There's nothing people can't understand if they're not black. Shout out to 6'6" Kinski, Jacob Mullins. Who cares if there's a black juror? Black juror? I mean, who cares? Think about it, right? You brought a knife to a track meet. You stabbed the kid in the chest. What does that have to do? What all the black jurors going to do is bring race into it. I think white people could not bring race into it. Listen, white people do not necessarily make everything about race. They can view things objectively. Blacks can't view anything objectively. You can't trust blacks to view this objectively. They're going to view it through the lens of he's a black kid, and even though this kid didn't have a sob story. This kid came from we've seen his parents. I'm not going to sit and act like. I mean, look, his parents, they've done well for themselves, right? They're decent family. They moved out here with all these white folk. They got him in this school in this area with all these white folk. Now, the fact that he still wanted to be a thug, that's just normal, black teenage behavior. Of course, if you're a black teen, you see the way black teens act everywhere, and you think that's the way you're supposed to act. So, and they're from Baton Rouge. Like, come on. He's from the trenches. I mean, the kids seen a lot. Anyway. Just the fact that there's a law that says that you got to have black jurors. I'm glad they're getting rid of all this crap, man. These black congressional districts, black jurors.
Today, just over 10% of Collin County's population is black. There will be no black jurors. Before the final jury was seated, the defense objected to the final 3 black candidates being struck by the prosecution. Fox 4's Amelia Jones is here to explain what it all means for the trial. Amelia.
Heather, Steve, before the jury was seated, the issue of race in the jury selection process was brought up by the defense. Carmelo Anthony's defense team argued that some potential jurors may have been unfairly struck because of race. This is what's called a Batson challenge in legal terms. But the judge denied it, saying prosecutors gave race-neutral explanations. Tuesday morning, potential jurors returned to the Collin County Courthouse. Attorneys for both sides each got 1 hour and 45 minutes to question the reduced panel. They were questioned on a variety of topics, including their views on race, how they feel about serving on this case, and whether they would hold it against the defendant if he chose not to testify on his own behalf. The defense also tried to gauge if the potential jurors would be uncomfortable giving Carmelo Anthony a lower sentence if there's a guilty verdict.
Question prospective jurors in this way, what we're left with is a jury that can approach the evidence fairly with an open mind, apply the law as the judge instructs it to the evidence, and then as was noted today, move on to a sentencing phase of the trial as well.
Anthony is accused of fatally stabbing 17-year-old Austin Metcalf last year at a Frisco ISD track meet. Witnesses say the two got in an argument and Anthony stabbed Metcalf in the chest. Metcalf died in his twin brother's arms. Police say Anthony claimed he acted in self-defense. The high-profile case has become racially charged, fueled in large part by online speculation, rumors, and misinformation. Race and jury selection became a focus in court Wednesday after defense attorneys raised what's called a Batson challenge, a legal objection used when one side believes potential jurors were removed because of race. The defense attorneys raised concern about 3 black women who were potential jurors, the only black people left to potentially be on the jury.
The party challenging the strike at that point is going to have to prove purposeful discrimination.
Anna Offit is a law professor at Southern Methodist University and not involved in the case. She teaches courses on criminal law and a seminar on juries. Offit says Batson challenges are rarely made and they're rarely successful.
The reason for that is it is not very challenging for a party to be able to come up with a number of neutral reasons, other reasons that a strike might have been exercised.
The prosecution said the 3 jurors were struck because they were all educators. The stabbing happened at a school function involving students. Ultimately, the judge presiding over the case, John Roach, denied the defense's challenge, saying the state had race-neutral reasons. As a court spokesperson confirmed, this means there are no black jurors on the panel. And depending on the outcome of the trial, this Batson challenge and jury selection process could come into question for any possible appeals.
Nah, man. We got black fatigue, man. We tired of y'all niggas, man. Tired of y'all, man. We tired of y'all, man. Sorry.
Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes.
And I'm Steve Eager. Within the last hour, a jury has been chosen to decide the closely watched murder trial of Carmelo Anthony.
More than 500 people were on the list of potential jurors, but the jury will not include anyone who is black, despite this case being racially charged. Fox 4.
It says no black jurors selected, 3 female educators struck. Yeah, you don't want no female educators on here. They're all woke. Female educators, just like putting, you can't have a fair trial with a female educator on the jury. You see what these colleges and these high schools are pumping out? Half the kids can't read, but of the ones that can read, they're all fucking woke. They're all, reading woke bullshit. Look at this protest. Yeah. People are onto them, man. They got that $500,000 and they fucking spent the shit. They got that $500,000 and spent that shit on cars and whatnot. Who are these people? These look like people from a church, man. All these people are fat. Is it BLM? I don't even know, but these are just a ragtag motley crew of random motherfuckers. Jesus Christ.
And before the jury was sat, so I did not have a chance to ask her about these late-breaking developments.
Yeah, these church people. These church people, man. These church people, man. Look at these people, man. They got their fist in the air. As if like this somehow some black person is being wronged. He already confessed on the spot. The first officer showed up, the kid confessed to the officer, and then went and took him and helped him find the knife because he had ditched the knife. What are we talking about here, man? This kid's gonna go do some time. Is it fucked up that he put himself in this position? Yes. Trying to be hard and shit. Trying to be super duper tough guy. But he's here. We're here. We're here. We are here, man. It is fucked up though. It's definitely fucked up though. That he put himself there. But we are here. We are here, man.
Now, this high-profile case continues to draw supporters and spectators to the Collin County Courthouse. We saw another group of folks demonstrating at the entrance of the courthouse this afternoon. We expect that to continue throughout the trial, which the judge hopes to have wrapped up by the end of next week. And I can tell you that 19-year-old Carmelo Anthony was in court today for the proceedings. He was wearing a suit with a tie and a purple shirt, which is also the color many of his supporters have been wearing. He did take some notes during the proceedings. I can also tell you that there does appear to be some minorities on this jury panel. Again, however, none of them are African American. Opening statements begin tomorrow at 9 a.m. Back to you.
Okay, Alex Boyer in.
Let's get to some fuckery, man. Fuck that shit, man. Let's get into some fuckery, man. Fuck all that bullshit, man. Fuck the bullshit. Fuck the bullshit, man. You know what I mean? Fuck the bullshit.
Tonight, a News 12 exclusive as the 911 calls in an alleged kidnapping in Aiken County are released. Good evening. I'm Zaina Halliburton.
And I'm Will Rio. Callers describe the moment they say a woman ran out of the nearby woods handcuffed. Take a listen.
Aiken County 911.
Hey, we got a girl over here running for her life.
You need to sit down, sweetie. Hey, calm down. Come on. You all right?
Deputies arrested Jonathan Willard after they say he tried to kidnap a woman and impersonated a police officer Friday morning. The victim says he came up behind her, said he was with the police, handcuffed her, and put her in the back of a green metallic Cadillac. She says he took her phone, social security card, and more, claiming to take her to the police station. Deputies say instead he pulled into a driveway and got out to look through the trunk. That's when the victim was able to escape and flag down help from a passing truck driver.
And tonight, your senior investigative reporter, Liz Owens, is live from our newsroom after speaking to one of those witnesses. Liz.
Divine delayed timing. Those are the words Anthony Moore said that led him to being at the right place at the right time.
Aiken County 911.
Hey, we got a girl over here running for her life.
Oh, she got a bonnet on. He tried to kidnap a bonnet. Look at her.
911.
Hey, we got a girl over here.
He tried to kidnap a black girl, man. Oh, man. He tried to kidnap a Boone Shika, man, with a bonnet. Wow. We's the most unprotected. We's bees the most unprotected. White people out here kidnapping black women. Damn, bro. What you... You bring her back, man. Weezy's the most unprotected. He tried to kidnap a bonnet head. What in the world? Are you serious, brother? You gotta be joking, man. You gotta be joking, man. You tried to kidnap a bonnet? What the fuck? I tell you, man.
Running for her life.
So I believe God held me up with those preceding things to be at that appointed place at that time with that dash cam.
Anthony Moore spends a lot of time on the road. He's on the road now, sharing the story behind the video.
Had to been around close to break of daylight, 7 o'clock, somewhere close to that area.
He was driving along Williston Road when suddenly a young woman ran out near Boggy Gut Road.
But she would run on one side of the road, try to run over there, run to the other side of the road, try to run over there. She said, help me, help me, help me. He's trying to kidnap me.
Investigators later identified the driver as 39-year-old Jonathan Willard of New Ellington.
So when she got to my side of my door, he pulled up beside and said, I'm law enforcement. He didn't show me the badge. He just held it up. Just held it up sideways. And he said, I'm with law enforcement. And she just jumped out of my car. She said, no, I didn't. You trying to kidnap me.
Another driver stopped to help, calling 911 as he walked up.
That man trying to run her over?
Trying to run over when I came up.
Right now. I'm on the phone with the cops now. Yeah, the handcuffs on her.
He can't be legit because
hell no, he's in a damn white Cadillac, right?
Anthony says the Cadillac took off, leaving the young woman with them on the roadside.
Here, you want to come sit on this little hill right here? You need to sit down. I'm afraid you're going to pass out. I wish I had a way to get these damn things off of you.
Can she remember what he was
Oh,
wearing?
I got him. I got the handcuffs off.
And I said, do you have a phone? And can we call somebody other than 911? And they sending the cops and the rescue squad. She said, he has my phone and my diploma. I said, your diploma? She said, yes, I just graduated yesterday. And she was just frantic. She wasn't talking like I'm talking to you now.
The young woman told dispatch she wanted to stay at her dad's house after graduating on Thursday. She was walking home to her mom's the next morning when a greenish-white Cadillac DeVille stopped her near the corner of Banks Mill Road and Club Drive.
She said that car came out of some kind of apartments on the road where she was walking. And he ran up to her and said, I'm with the cops, and I got to take you in. Handcuffed and threw in the back seat. I said, well, I said, where was this? She said, way on North Aiken side. I said, and he brought you way out here? She said, yeah, and he pulled in that road, and she said, he left his door open, and when he was fumbling around in the trunk, and that's when I jumped out of the car and ran out in the highway. That's when I saw her.
When Anthony isn't behind the wheel, he's behind the pulpit.
Delayed divine timing. Because God has an appointed place for us to be at an appointed time. When you are expecting things to happen, consider the things that God may be doing in your life or holding you up for. Standing in line at the grocery store and you ain't on.
That's deep though, right there. I ain't gonna lie, man. That pastor did say some deep shit right there. What is God holding you up for? Sometimes God may be holding you up for something. That's true, man. That is so true. Salute to everybody out there, man. Salute to everybody in the building. You said no YouTube today? I am on YouTube. I'm on YouTube and I'm on Rumble. We're on both today. We're on YouTube and Rumble and X. We everywhere. In the building, man.
Hurry. Why are so many people in that lane today? Could be because God is holding you up for something. Holding you up to save your life, or maybe you're going to be in place to save somebody else's life.
Investigators found and arrested Jonathan Willard the following day. He's in jail now, charged with impersonating a law enforcement officer and kidnapping.
Just a wild situation, and to watch that video and hear that witnesses breakdown of everything that happened. I mean, it's a scary situation. I can only imagine what's going through her mind after all of this.
It's just incredible. And to have Anthony Moore reach out and tell us what happened and share his side of the story. I mean, the timing it takes for him to be where he was when all of this happened is just incredible. He says God put him in the right place at the right time, and he likely could have saved her life that day too.
Absolutely. And we are thinking of her right now because that's a traumatic situation. Yeah. Remember, Aiken County deputies are asking you to call them if you had any similar incidents or interactions with Willard.
Wow.
And good evening now. We begin tonight with the latest in the Rick Chow murder trial, as today marks 3 years since 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack Belton was shot and killed outside a Columbia gas station.
And today, jurors heard hours of emotional testimony from witnesses while also seeing newly released body camera and store surveillance video from the day of that shooting. We want to show you one of those moments right now.
Hurry up and buy. This is the real menace to society, man. This is the real life menace to society. Have you guys been following this case right here? I covered it when it happened, but I didn't really follow it. I know the guy got acquitted. Found not guilty, but it's still interesting, man, even though the trial's over, because this motherfucker, man, people, like, listen, this couldn't have been 5 years ago, even 4 years ago, 3 years ago. 3 years ago, this would have been a huge story. Yeah, you buy, hurry up and buy. Listen, I told y'all, I've been very transparent with you guys. I stole a lot, man. I was a little thief when I was his age. I was doing the same shit. Stealing shit. A lot of young kids are thieves, man. I was stealing shit. Doing a lot of fucking stealing, man. I ain't gonna lie. Do not get me the line. I was doing a fucking ton of stealing. I was getting my steal on. All right. Everybody hit that like button, man. Sponsor the show. Hit the PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat, man. Sponsor the programming. I was getting my steal on, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. JJ Jacobs in the building. I was getting my steal on. I was taking shit. Yeah, this guy wrong for chasing him over a bottle of water. But the son said that when they chased him, he fell down and then dropped his gun and then picked up his gun and pointed it at him. You know, what more can you say, man? You got yourself in a tough situation, young dude. The Asian dude clapped him. Then the Asian dude gave him CPR and ingested his vomit while he was giving him CPR. I think that's what also let him know that it wasn't malice or anything, because the Asian dude was trying to save his life after he shot him. Tough situation, man. He said child didn't do anything illegal and the state couldn't prove that he did. Yeah. He said, don't G-check rooftop Korean test. My tiger mama just finished her pretrial hearing. They are scheduling her for a mental competency hearing. Wow. What the hell? Yeah, child. Tough situation, man. Stealing this shit. It all started with the stealing. Damn, look at the sun. Hey, yo, sun ain't no joke. Look at sun, man. That's a tall Asian right there, man. That Asian like 6'2", man. That's a tall tiger, man. That's a tall tiger right there. He came out from behind the counter. Like he wanted all of the smoke. He wanted every fucking bit of smoke. Look at that step. He coming out like, what's cracking, Lord? And listen, a lot of times you're not the sun turd that caused black fatigue, but you're the sun turd that gets the wrath of black fatigue. Press 1. Oftentimes, you're not the sun turd that caused the black fatigue in the person, but you're the sun turd that gets the wrath of the black fatigue. It can happen, man. Black people are so fucking annoying, man. And they have such little self-awareness that he said his number got called. Yeah, man. This bottled water wasn't this. It was the smash and grabbers that came in and just stole hundreds of dollars worth of shit. For the crackhead bitch, that EBT card declined and she knocked everything off all the shelves. And your little bit of fatigue, you stealing that water. And it was the little bit of fatigue that broke the camel's back. That was the fatigue that broke the camel's back, man. That's what happened here. That kid didn't deserve to die or even get chased. They could have let that kid go. They let plenty of people go. They ain't chase everybody who stole a bottle. It was just that day, the fatigue levels was already teetering. It was shaky. The legs on the fatigue table were buckling. And he came and just sat a bottle of water on top of the table, and the whole table fell down. And he was like, yo, how did a bottle of water knock a whole table down? Well, I just explained it to you. Salute to everybody out there, man. Take the $5 challenge. Sponsor the show via PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat. Here's a little bit of, because look at the way Sun walked behind the counter. Sun wanted all of the smoke.
I don't got no water in my pocket, but I'll still be water. This is good water. No, I didn't stop. Nice. Give me the water. Go up.
And he ran. He had a gun on him, so he probably didn't want to be stopped because he had a gun and, didn't want the police to come because he got a gun on him. And he ran. These motherfuckers chased him 130 yards. 130 yards, man, you're supposed to be tired. I can't remember the last time I ran 130 yards. Chased that little fucker 130 yards. I know he kept looking back like, yo, they still there? Like, yo, these motherfuckers pressed. And I know he tossed that bottle of water because they said they didn't find a bottle of water. They try to say he didn't steal because they didn't find a bottle of water. He tossed that bottle of water. Damn. That nigga got his shit pushed back over a bottle of water. And that little fucker probably was going to be a menace. So it's probably the sad part. That's the sad part about this, man. That little fucker is probably, Mr. Chow and his son probably saved lives. Press 1. Mr. Chow and his son saved lives. Jimmy Fields in the building. Said maybe the sons will ride and loot. They'll be able to steal his own. Nah, I think, man, never know, but it's the initial wave what would have happened like right after the verdict. It hasn't happened, so usually I think we dodged the bullet on this one. Jeez. Jeez. Is it given to the weekend?
In this video, you see Cyrus wearing a red jacket, telling Rick Chow's wife he does not have any water in his pockets before picking up his backpack and walking out of the store.
And shortly after, Cyrus was chased by Rick Chow and his...
That looked like a bottle of water. The print, I ain't gonna lie, man. That print, that looked like a bottle of water print in his hoodie. Unless that's the gun. I think the gun was in the book bag, though. I don't know. Yeah, I think he probably had the gun in the book bag. And that was a bottle of water print in that hoodie. Because I think that nigga stole, man. I think rarely, like, listen, I know they try to make it seem like, oh, when there's a black person, I go into a store, people follow me around. No, the fuck they don't. No, the fuck they don't. Press 1. Black people will not be getting followed around those stores. When you go to Target and Walmart, ain't nobody follow. You can't even find a motherfucker. How many times you been as a black person, been to a store and you looking for help? You looking up the aisles and shit. You find somebody, they like, oh, I'm a contractor. I don't even work here. I just stocking shelves. Then you got to find somebody else and you like, hey, man, can I get some help? And they're like, nah, I don't work in that department. I'm going to pay somebody. This notion that black person, you go to a store and motherfucker just following you, this bullshit. That's one of the biggest lies ever. This kid was stealing. That's why he got followed. Black people try to make it seem like, oh, well, I just get followed because I'm black. Like, as soon as I walk into the store, they say I'm black and they follow me. Nah, this kid was doing some shit. You don't just get followed for no reason. That's bullshit. Press 1. That's bullshit. That's some stupid shit. They followed this nigga because he did something. Ain't nobody follow your ass around. You know how many black people come in the stores every day? You got to follow them around. You know how much trouble you can get in for just any little but interactions with black people over bullshit. Why would you even put yourself in that position to have a horrible day and shit? Follow some black person around just because they black. That's horse shit. That shit doesn't happen. Shout out to Barry B. Barry B is in the building. Barry B is in the building, man. Salute to everybody out there, man. How many shows is this? Woo. We back at it like that's bullshit.
Son, Andy, before the teenager was shot.
News 19's Kiki Gushu was in the courtroom for all of today's testimony and the moment these videos were shown to jurors.
She is joining us right now from outside the Richland County Courthouse with the latest update. Hi there, Kiki.
Erica, JR, today's testimony moved away from what happened in the street that night Cyrus Carmack Belton was shot and moved back into the Shell gas station that Rick Chow owned. Now, today, most of the afternoon was spent showing the jurors, the prosecution showing the jurors, surveillance video from that Shell gas station. They also brought to the stand a new witness, investigator Tama Jordan. Now, the state played surveillance footage showing Cyrus inside the store and questioned former investigator Tama Jordan about the gas station's camera system. Jordan testified Rick Chow's familiar with the surveillance equipment, and prosecutors repeatedly asked whether those cameras could have been used to help identify Cyrus later rather than chasing him.
Do you think you would have some tools to help identify him?
Yes.
And investigate whether or not he had stolen water?
Yes.
Do you feel confident law enforcement could have handled this?
Absolutely.
Yo, carjackers and robbers get their cases dismissed and thrown out. You think they're gonna fucking prosecute somebody over a fucking bottle of water? This was a spur of the moment decision to chase that kid. It had nothing to do with whether the police could identify him. What police officer is going to come to your store and you be like, yeah, kid just stole a bottle of water. We need you to look at the videotape. Ain't no cop wasting no time looking at no videotape with some fucking kid that stole a bottle of water. Press 1. Are you kidding me? I said, the cop gonna be back there. They're gonna send a forensic team out to fucking look for hair follicles and shit, and dust for fucking pour molds into pour plaster into fucking shoe prints and shit over a bottle of water. This had nothing to do with the water. This was fatigue. This was fatigue, man. Them fucking Asians had it. And he was the nigga that the fatigue overflowed on, man. They hit their fatigue limit with him. It's not fair. It should have been somebody else. It should have been somebody else, man.
Also presented testimony from a firearm.
He just put it in his fucking hoodie right there. He just put the shit in his fucking hoodie right there. Come on, man. He just put the shit in his hoodie right there. Yeah, man, this is about fatigue. This had nothing to do with that bottle of water. That bottle of water could have been a Jolly Rancher. That little nigga could have stole a Jolly Rancher. And Mr. Child and his son was going to be like, not today. I'm not saying they was going to shoot him, but they was going to be, not today, my nigga. Not today. You got to put that Jolly Rancher back, nigga. You got to put that Jolly Rancher back, my nigga. Yeah, he did steal it. You can see it in the video. I'm a thief. I see him. Just the way he acting, man. Just the way he hovering around there and shit. It's all stealing.
Also presented testimony from a firearms expert who said the bullet recovered in the case matched a Glock 45. Late in the day, the defense shifted its focus to Cyrus's possession of a firearm, showing jurors a social media photo taken the night before the shooting that showed him holding the same gun found at the scene.
Salute to Deluxe 247, aka Cal Ripken, aka the real MVP, coming through once again. So they got a picture of him showing the fire that was seen on the scene, man. That was recovered from the scene. He's brandishing it on social media, which is very normal for these kids, man. You want to be dangerous. You want people to not fuck with you. Because niggas always fuck with you. Niggas always fuck with people. You want people to think twice before they run up on you. Because niggas always run up on you. I'm not beating up this kid, man. I'm not even going to beat this kid up, man. This kid was not the worst of the worst, as we would call it. He just got caught. He got ran over by a fatigue. A fatigue tank just ran over his ass. It was tired, man. Mr. Child, the whole Child family, the wife wasn't going for it, the husband wasn't going for it, and the son wasn't going for it. It was like, man, fuck you niggas, man.
A witness of the day was a forensic pathologist who testified about the path of the bullet through Cyrus's body, as attorneys continue to debate what his position was the moment he was shot. And court has now wrapped for the day. The state is expected to rest tomorrow, and then it will be the defense's turn to bring witnesses to the stand. At 11,
shout out to my man, Raw Rodriguez. Raw Rodriguez is in the building. That's what I like, man. Salute. If you only got $2, man, support the channel with that $2, man. If you only got a spare $2, support the channel with that spare $2. I appreciate that, man. We out here, man. Listen, I'm gonna get it to you straight, man. I'm gonna tell you the real, man. That little boy didn't deserve this. He just a regular, run-of-the-mill black knucklehead teen. He didn't go in there and with a trash bag and stuff a bunch of shit and walk out like, yeah, what? He stole a bottle of water, man. God damn, man. Let's get into something else, man. Let's see. You niggas overplayed your hand from 2020. Niggas overplayed the hell out of their hand, bro. People tired of you niggas, man.
Good evening. I'm Claudine Wong. Tonight, that robbery suspect is in custody, and we are told the 7-year veteran of the San Francisco Police Department is recovering and lucky to be alive. Several sources confirming to KTVU that officer...
Drewski looking dyke, man.
Brittany Taylor was seriously recovering and lucky to be alive. Several sources confirming to KTVU that officer Brittany Taylor was seriously injured last night during this gun battle with a robbery suspect in the Bayview district. A passenger who was in the suspect's vehicle was also hurt. KTV's Jesse Gary is live at San Francisco General Hospital tonight, where both the wounded officer and the injured passenger are being treated. Jesse?
Claudine, good evening to you. And that passenger in that suspect vehicle is in critical condition. The wounded officer spent the day in surgery after her harrowing ordeal, the second in the past 2 years.
Damn.
Fox 2 first profiled SFPD officer Brittany Taylor in April 2024. Multiple sources confirm she's the officer that was seriously injured Sunday.
So she seemed like she might be a good female cop, man. This the dumbest shit ever, though, right here. Having two females as partners, man. That should be illegal, man. For the safety of the public. Literally. I'm not lying. For public safety, it should be illegal for two female cops to be partners. And if there's a female cop and she got a male partner, that nigga gotta be like, he gotta be like buff. And he gotta be like a triathlete to overcompensate for her lack of everything. Yeah, her lack of everything. Her partner need to be a fucking green beret, man. She gotta have a ranger, man. Salute to Arthur Will. He said, I don't know what happened right there, Arthur Will, man. I'm sorry, man. I don't know what happened. Handle that. That's something that YouTube does. I think they just do the transaction. I don't know. I have no idea what you're speaking about. Maybe you email me later, tell me what you're talking about. But yeah, it went through. Everything went through. It's right here. It says, Arthur Will says he was profiled for his sideshow Bob broccoli hairstyle. He shouldn't have been unalived, but he was unfortunately the victim of white fatigue. Yeah, man, you can profile blacks though, and you usually be right. I'm gonna show you a video in a minute, man. Show you how easy it is to profile blacks. You can profile blacks. It's not. We're profilable. Look at this motherfucker. Like, yeah, no way you got two lady cops together, man. Could you imagine you call the police and shit? You like, yo, need officer, man, hurry up quick. And they send these two. You like, what the fuck?
Confirm she's the officer that was seriously injured Sunday. 2 years ago, she and her partner received awards for capturing a suspect while on patrol.
I do this because this is what needs to be done.
Sunday night, another criminal collared thanks to Taylor, but this time, the risky work nearly cost her her life.
As police officers, we understand the risks that come with our job. But last night, we saw new and seasoned officers alike who were shaken to the core.
Police officials say around 10:30 p.m., flock cameras installed at the Bay Bridge alerted detectives to a suspect entering the city who was wanted in connection with a residential car break-in and theft last month.
It really, really helps with the law enforcement closing cases much more rapidly and in real time. If there's something going on right now, and they can track the vehicle through these automated license plate reader cameras.
Taylor and other officers intercepting the suspect at Mission and First Streets, which sparked a police chase through multiple districts. This video shows the conclusion at Bayshore and Gerald Avenue.
I heard boom,
And then after that, I looked out the window. I saw somebody running away.
A gun battle between Taylor and the suspect behind the wheel, and a hail of bullets with at least a dozen impact points at this Chevron station. But multiple shots hit Taylor, seriously wounding the 7-year vet.
When they go out of their way to keep San Franciscans safe, they know the risks and they do it anyway.
Taylor underwent surgery Monday at SF General. A passenger in the suspect vehicle is critically wounded at the same hospital. And the suspect, now identified by San Francisco police as Norris Reed III of Oakland, arrested and facing charges. 2 years ago.
Norris Reed, man. Look at that nigga, man. That nigga going to prison for a long time. Oh, this bullshit. He shot a cop. Whatever was going on, whatever he was facing, it was not this bad. Now it is bad. Now it is bad. It's bad now. It is bad now, Jack. Woo. It's bad now. You done shot a cop, my nigga. Fucking A, man. That nigga sitting there, man. Jeez.
And facing charges. 2 years ago, Taylor saying she wears a badge to protect others from this type of violence.
And the only way you can stop the bad things that's happening out there is to put on the uniform and go and do something about it.
The San Francisco District Attorney's Office is now reviewing the case, expected to file charges in short order. Taylor's family here at the hospital and also putting on what's called a meal train, soliciting donations for her recovery. We'll put that information on our website, ktvu.com. We're live outside San Francisco General Hospital. Jesse Gary, KTVU, Fox 2 News. Claudine, back across the bay to Oakland and to you.
Yeah, certainly inspiring to hear her talk about her dedication to the job, and certainly our thoughts with her and her family as she recovers tonight. Thank you, Jesse.
Wow. I'm telling you, man. These niggas do not fear jail, man. Jail is nothing.
More than a year after 9 and 10-year-old brothers were shot and killed, a large reward is being offered for answers.
Last week, we were there as Jordan and Richard Neal III's family released balloons on the 1-year anniversary of the shooting. Fox 2's Chad Mir.
Look at them balloons, man. That's sad, man. The 2 little boys got killed, and that's all they get is this weak ass and balloons. And y'all spend all that money on fucking prom and shit. Y'all can't spend no money on these fucking balloons for these 2 little boys. You niggas got your priorities fucked up, man. Look at that, damn.
Fox 2's Chad Mira joins us now in the studio. And Chad, between this reward and the new video from police, there have been some developments since the shooting.
Momentum here, Mandy and Shirley. Last week, police released video of the suspect vehicle that was believed to be involved in this drive-by shooting. And then today, a St. Louis business and nonprofit teamed up to offer $10,000 for tips that lead to an arrest in the case. The boy's father's never given up hope that they'd find the killer, but now he's even more encouraged thanks to some new support.
They're little things that some parents might take for granted.
Hearing that dad, or just having to change my son's diaper, or just picking them up, running, going to the park, doing anything with them, just to give them one last kiss, one last hug, any little thing.
Richard Neal Jr. has longed for those moments for more than a year now. May 2025, 9-year-old Jordan Neal and 10-year-old Richard Neal III were shot after the car they were riding in almost got in a wreck near Union and Bircher. Jordan, who had cerebral palsy, had just marked a huge milestone.
He normally would bird crawl everywhere he went. But that day, my son stood up and he walked everywhere for the first time of his life. And his first time walking on his own everywhere was his last time walking on his own.
Both boys died, but the case has remained unsolved. Now, some new momentum. Friday, SLMPD put out this video of a suspect vehicle, a maroon 4-door Nissan. And today, a St. Louis business and nonprofit teamed up to help find the shooter.
We definitely feel it's necessary to bring more attention to this situation. As a father myself, I couldn't imagine what it's like to lose a child, let alone two children.
Jay Johnson with King's Auto saw the story and called up dads of St. Louis, who joined in without hesitation.
I would just hope if I was in the same situation, I would have other men step up for me to help bring justice to my family.
They're offering $10,000 for information that leads to an arrest.
One day we're going to get the closure. I feel like there is hope. I've never let that fire die down, and I'm never going to let that fire die down until I take my last breath.
Johnson said if you want to leave a tip, you can call King's Auto directly. You'll remain anonymous. He said he'll get the tips directly to detectives. And there's also a $5,000 reward from Crime Stoppers in this case. We have both of those numbers for you on our website, foxnewsnow.com.
Chad, this isn't the only case where King's Auto has become involved.
No, Johnson's actually very involved in his community, from offering rewards in cases. He's helped out with snow plowing, tornado recovery as well. So now he's actually working on creating
Wow. Let me drop the link, man. I'm trying to come up here, man. You can come up here if you want to. Hit that like button. Sponsor the show. Support the channel. PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat. Yeesh. Yikes. I ain't gonna hold you. Don't let me. No, sir. Don't let me get the line to you, man. Fatigue, man. Eyes is tired. Eyes is tired of you niggas.
A Concord father is dead and his teenage daughter is in the hospital after a deadly domestic shooting. Police say the man was trying to protect his daughter from her boyfriend when he was shot and killed at a home on Bedlington Drive Northwest. Queen City News anchor.
We've been here. We had a story about that the other day where the dude killed both the brothers. Killed both of the girls' brothers. We just did that story, if not 2 weeks ago, a week and a half. Unbelievable. This one killed the father. Niggas just don't. What can you do, man? What can you do, man? What can you do? What can you do, man?
Will Lewis spoke to a neighbor who heard the gunshots.
It was a sound Josh Elmore never expected to hear.
Heard 5 what sounded like gunshots go off. Sounded very muffled, but I did take a peek out the window and didn't see anything.
But officers' arrival just moments later confirmed what Elmore feared.
Immediately started surrounding it, yelling for anybody inside to come out, and then they bust the door down to get in.
Concord police say officers found 47-year-old Lester Jones dead and his 16-year-old daughter with serious injuries. According to the preliminary investigation, the teen victim and 17-year-old Keyshawn Terrell DeGraffenreid were dating and had an argument that escalated. Police say Jones tried to step in and to protect his daughter when DeGraffenreid hit her with a 9mm handgun. That's when Jones was shot and killed.
2 people's lives were, more than 2 people's lives were completely ruined by what seems like a just barbaric act of stupidity and violence.
Investigators say DeGraffenreid was caught on a nearby street and faces numerous charges, including 1 count of murder and assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill, inflicting serious injury. People going to the home Tuesday declined to say their relation as they waited for a locksmith to open the door. Neighbors say the shooting is eye-opening.
It does kind of give you a rude awakening that in today's society that you just have to vet everyone that comes in and out of your home, and you just don't know anymore.
In Concord, Will Lewis, Queen City News.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.
Good evening. We begin with new developments in a deadly and tragic chain of events stretching from Buffalo to Cheektowaga that left 4 people dead on Monday. Among the victims, 2 little boys. Just a heartbreaking loss that has shocked the community as investigators work to unravel what happened. We do know this began in the city's Black Rock neighborhood, where a 43-year-old man was shot and killed on Grant Street around 2:30. Roughly 1 hour later, and about 10 miles away, a 26-year-old woman and 2 young boys, ages 4 and 3, were found dead inside a home on Ellen Drive in Cheektowaga. Now 29-year-old Saleh Mohammed is facing multiple charges, including first-degree murder. 7 News senior reporter Maki Becker live outside the Erie County Holding Center for us tonight. She joins us now with the very latest. Maki.
Jeff, this is where Saleh Mohammed of Cheektowaga is being held right now on multiple murder charges. Now, he's accused of shooting and killing 4 people here in Buffalo and in Cheektowaga, including his whole family. The victims are Saleh Mohammed's wife and his 2 young sons at their home in Cheektowaga, and then one of the owners of a deli on Grant Street in Buffalo's Black Rock neighborhood. I was in the courtroom as Mohammed, who turned 29 years old Tuesday, faced arraignment in Buffalo City Court on.
Them motherfuckers do be possessive as hell. They don't play about their woman, man. They do not play about their woman, man.
On a charge of second-degree murder for the killing of the owner of Aref's Deli. Earlier, I spoke with Ahmed Abdullah, who owns the auto shop across the street from the deli. He says the whole block is devastated.
Yesterday was a very sad day for us, for all the community, for all people in the Grand Street, business owners.
He showed us this surveillance video from his garage, showing the suspect going into the store and then running out seconds later.
He was a very good guy. He was very generous. Like that, yesterday in the morning, we were talking to him. I asked him for his permission to park my car there in the back. And he was like very generous. Even he gave me free drink. And that always he does that, generous. Like sometimes when my kids comes from school, we go across the street, buy stuff, chips and drinks. And he always, when he knows my kids, and he give them free. He don't charge anything for it.
Erie County District Attorney Michael Cain described the horrifying chain of events Monday. Buffalo police first responded to the shooting on Grant Street at about 2:30 p.m. Then Cheektowaga police responded to a call from relatives to check on a family on Ellen Drive.
The police found 3 victims, the defendant's wife and his 2 children, a 26-year-old woman and her 2 sons, a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old, both little boys.
I asked the DA why they believe Muhammad committed these murders.
No, there's no. As you're all aware, motive is not an element we have to prove. Obviously, it's a question that everyone asks. It's a question that we're trying to answer ourselves. At this point, I wouldn't want to speculate on that.
Investigators say they are waiting to make sure all family members of the victims have been notified before releasing the names. And Mohammed is being held here at the holding center without bail. His next court dates are scheduled in
Jeez. Muhammad, man. He killed the store clerk for what, man? Like, damn, Muhammad. You ain't getting no virgins when you go to heaven, man. A lot going on. Just another day, just a normal day in Blackistan.
An arrest is made for a homicide that took place weeks ago in the city of Johnstown. That's the breaking news we're following to start 6 News at 5.
Police say that a 15-year-old will face multiple charges as an adult for allegedly pulling the trigger and killing 38-year-old Frederick Myers at his home on Somerset Street. Take a look. This is a first look at the teen being taken out of the Johnstown Police Department today and being taken to the Cambria County Prison.
Our Emily Marinas was at the scene the day of the homicide, and she joins us with more on what police are saying about the incident and what charges that teen will now face. Emily?
Yeah, Sean and Jen, 15-year-old Andre Blackwell Sims is facing multiple charges for the shooting and killing of Frederick Myers. That's according to the criminal complaint filed by Detective Sergeant Corey Adams. Those charges highlighted by 1 count of criminal homicide and 2 counts of aggravated assault. Arndt says that Blackwell Sims was brought into custody today after attempting to run from police. He is being held at the county prison where he is waiting arraignment. This coming just weeks after Frederick Myers was found dead in his home along Somerset Street in the Kernville section of Johnstown on May 14th. Police say that Myers' girlfriend made the initial 911 call, and upon arrival, she told police that Blackwell Sims shot Myers in the chest and threatened to shoot her too. Investigators say that she recognized who shot Myers, but was unsure of his name at the time. According to the criminal complaint, police made contact with Blackwell Sims at his home along Thomas Street, just blocks away, within 7 minutes from the initial call. Investigators say that upon further investigation, they were able to identify Blackwell Sims as the alleged shooter. They say nearby surveillance showed a young black male running to and from the home dressed in all black. Police say they searched Blackwell Sims' home within hours of the shooting, where they reportedly found clothing matching the suspect's description, as well as a 9mm shell casing. When questioning witnesses, police learned that the shooting was allegedly motivated by a recent break-in at a residence belonging to an acquaintance of Blackwell Sims. Detectives learned that the alleged burglary was reported the night before the shooting and accused Myers of stealing approximately $1,000 worth of narcotics. Again, Blackwell Sims is being charged as an adult with a variety of offenses headlined by criminal homicide, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, illegal firearms possession, and terroristic threats. He is being housed at the Cambria County Prison while he awaits arraignment. You can read more about the incident and Sims.
These niggas just be tossing their lives into the trash can. Jesus Christ, man. Jail sucks. Niggas make it seem like jail don't suck.
This is 12 News at 10. I'm Troy Hayden. Tonight we're learning more about a 17-year-old mother-to-be from here in the Valley who was shot and killed while on vacation in San Diego over the weekend. 12 News journalist Gabriela Becerra spoke with the teen's family in studio now with an update.
She must have been running around the hood, man. I've been to San Diego, man. San Diego is a beautiful. It's the most beautiful city I've ever been to. San Diego is the most beautiful city I've ever been to, and I've been to a lot of cities. Nashville's pretty nice, but San Antonio is the most beautiful city I've ever been to, man. She was hanging around in the hood. How the fuck can you get shot on vacation in San Diego? How do you get shot on vacation in San Diego? Jimmy Fields is in the building. What's up, Jimmy?
What's up, man? How you doing?
How you get shot on vacation in San Diego?
You know, it only takes one son. That's all it takes.
It only takes one son. Lucky if you find just one son. Damn. Let's see, man, if you're right, man. I don't know if you're right, man. I don't know. I haven't seen this video yet. Let's see.
Which they haven't said yet if she was shot directly or hit with a stray or there's a lot of ways to get shot.
It's hard to get shot in fucking
San Diego.
Yeah. Let's go, man. Let's see what happened, man.
This is 12 News at 10. I'm Troy Hayden. Tonight we're learning more about a 17-year-old mother-to-be from here in the Valley who was shot and killed while on vacation in San Diego over the weekend. 12 News journalist Gabriela Becerra spoke with the teen's family in studio now with an update on this newborn baby that actually survived this shooting. Gabby?
Well, Troy family tells me the newborn baby girl is still fighting for her life in a California hospital tonight after being delivered in an emergency C-section. The baby's mother was 8 months pregnant when her family tells me she was shot and killed.
She is genuinely like one of the sweetest people.
17-year-old Jariah Edwards brought a smile to everyone who knew her.
She brought a smile to one young man's face. I know that's right. He was smiling. 17-year-old pregnant gets shot. That is insane in another city. That shit is insane.
Just recently started kind of growing into herself and becoming, who she was supposed to be.
Over the phone, Jariah's aunt told me her bright and loving niece was ambitious and talented. She was preparing for a moment she dreamed of, becoming a mom.
She was so excited.
With her baby girl due in just a few weeks, the entire family took a trip to California.
We just came to get away, to just enjoy each other.
But it was on vacation that their lives changed forever. Jariah's ex-boyfriend, identified by police as 21-year-old Trayvon Williams, unexpectedly showed up at their rental home in San Diego.
Holy shit. Unexpectedly, Trayvon showed up? Okay. So it was the son. It was the son that the sun set. It was the son that they had already known. That's crazy. That's bananas, Jimmy. How the fuck?
Trayvon?
She told him, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's the daddy. Probably not.
No, he's the daddy.
You think so?
I mean, she's 17. Yeah,
maybe.
Let's just assume he's the daddy, right?
Yeah.
Fucking A, man. Fucking A, man. Like prison sucks. And listen, there's so much content on social media about how much prison sucks, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, if you need that to figure that out. I can't see the upside of prison. Sure, you get lift weights, you hang out with the boys, but it's still not worth it for me. You got to know it sucks. It's called prison. And that tells you everything you need to know. It's a cage.
Williams allegedly shot Jariah in the head and ran away. Williams was later arrested after police say they found him hiding in a nearby neighborhood with a semi-automatic gun.
Things like this are preventable. They can be stopped before they happen.
This is the third
Put him in
shooting
jail
involving
under
a
14.
pregnant teenager from Arizona in the past 3 weeks. According to a 2025 national study by the Society for Maternal Fetal Medicine, homicide and suicide are the #1 cause of maternal deaths in the United States. Tanner Swanson with The New Leaf says stress can contribute to an already dangerous relationship.
There's a lot of factors, I think, at play that make it a higher risk situation.
Jariah didn't get the chance to name or hold her daughter, but her family tells me they're standing by the baby's side and will always remember the beautiful life that brought her here.
Her legacy is that her daughter is going to be everything that she wanted to be and so much more. And she should be proud of that.
And Williams, who is also reportedly from Phoenix, is being held in the San Diego County Jail without bail. As far as Jariah's family, a fundraiser was created to help them pay for medical expenses for the baby and other essentials. We have a link to that on 12news.com. In studio, Gabriella Becerra, 12 News.
Gabriella, thank you.
Unfucking believable, man.
Well, hopefully her daughter will live longer than she did.
Yeah.
Give her a long life. She deserves it.
Kill another pregnant teen in Arizona.
And today, Trayvon Williams stood before a judge for the first time where he was formally charged for killing Jariah Edwards and critically injuring their newborn daughter. And we've learned investigators now have a recording where Williams admits to killing Jariah.
I'm not going to be on the game for years. I just killed my baby mama for police looking for me right now. I'm on the game for years. I'm not going to be on the game for years.
So he assuming that he not gonna get a life sentence. He thinking in his mind, he like, I'm just gonna go down for a bit. Nah, nigga, you could get a life sentence for this shit.
Is he under 18 too?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think life sentences are real. I'd like to hear of more people dying in prison of natural causes, aging out.
Yeah, man, this is fool. If I was the prosecutor, I'd be like, whoa, you mean a couple years? You never playing that game again, nigga.
I'm not going to be on the game for years. I just killed my baby mama for police looking for me right now.
Now, is on the game some sort of street slang?
That only lasts seconds is now
Sun
a
talk?
key piece of evidence investigators reportedly have in their possession. That recording was made after prosecutors alleged Trayvon Williams got a Lyft ride from Phoenix to San Diego, tracked down his pregnant ex-girlfriend, and shot her outside this vacation rental early Saturday morning.
Like, she wanted to leave so bad, though, and that's the only reason why he did what he did was because she wanted to leave him.
Jariah Edwards' friends say she was 8 months pregnant. That baby girl is now fighting for her life in the hospital after doctors performed an emergency C-section shortly before Jariah died.
She was just ready to finally meet her and see what she looks like. She was so excited.
But court documents we obtained reveal allegations of violence years before Jariah was killed. According to an Arizona search warrant affidavit from September of 2024, a 17-year-old victim identified Williams as her boyfriend after going to a hospital with stab wounds, cuts, and bruises.
Dang.
The victim reported Williams threatened her, telling her, quote, "If I have to kick down the door, you're not going to make it home," end quote. The affidavit goes on to allege Williams stabbed a bedroom door with a kitchen knife, forced his way inside, and beat her with a dog collar. Court records show all of this happened while an order of protection was already in place. Jariah's friends also described troubling behavior in Jariah's relationship with Williams.
She had to be on the phone with him. She was very quiet and her energy, every time we went to go hang out with her, she wasn't the same person.
Now, obviously, a very heartbreaking case for both her friends and family. In court today, we learned Jariah was planning to file a restraining order against Edwards before police say he shot and killed her this weekend.
That shit
Today,
not gonna do
prosecutors
nothing.
formally charged Williams with first-degree murder, making this a capital murder case, which means Williams could face death if convicted. He is being held without
That restraining order wasn't going to do nothing, man. Let's be honest. Jesus Christ.
Is the 10 o'clock news on KTV.
Support the channel, sponsor the show. Can we get some people to take the $5 challenge? Can we get some people to take the $10 challenge, the $20 challenge? Can we get some people to sponsor the program? We going in, man. Who knows where this going to go, man?
So, ladies, when you break up with a guy, don't text him with your location. You know, if you're going to break it off, just do it cold and never speak or talk or text again for your safety.
A lot of things, man. It's tough, though, man. I ain't even going to lie. It's tough, bro. It's tough, man.
Breaking up?
No, I mean to get away from these young psychopaths, man. She was in another state. That nigga came and got her.
Yeah, but I mean, he went to her address. How did he get that?
Yeah, but you can give me your address. I ain't gonna come kill you. A woman can give you your address. You ain't gonna come kill her.
How did he get it? How did he get the address of where she was?
Yeah, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is like he came to another state, knocked on the door. Like
He must have really loved her. Had that kind of passion. I hope we can all find a love like that someday. Travel cross country in the dead of night to meet up with her one last time.
Yeah, that dude was wild, man. He's a wild boy, man. He gonna act like he just, was going through something. Nah, nigga, you been terrorizing that girl.
How close to the norm do you think he is, honestly, for the average son teen? Is he just one who kind of lost it? Or you think he's been a hood all his life? These stories exist in this community for a reason. And is it just generally they're that much crazier and more violent than other people in this country?
You talking about sons?
Yeah, at that age. That's the stunning part about it. Eventually that's kind of a path they can fall into. But teenagers, it's like they don't even hesitate to drive across country and shoot a bitch.
Yeah, it's I had something earlier that kind of like illuminated what you're saying. It's crazy.
You're saying here, look up Trayvon's mugshot in the chat. Maybe we can take a look and see what he looks like.
I seen something earlier that illuminated. Okay, here it is. How crazy niggas are, man. Let me show you this one, man. Everybody hit that like button, man. Shout out to all the people out there, man.
To think that he was in Arizona, is that where he was? They said.
My man, Raul Rodriguez. Now he came from another state. I can't remember what state he came from.
He came from Arizona, it said, and drove to San Diego.
Yeah, Arizona to San Diego.
Think about that. The average white teen, a glider teen that comes up with the same plan. First thing he's got to do is he's got to put down his Lego Star Wars set and get up and change his jammy bottoms. Maybe brush his teeth. It's a lot. You can't just jump in a car and go.
Well, here's the thing. White kids do this all the time, right?
Drive across the country and kill their pregnant girlfriend.
No. I mean, what I'm saying is white kids kill their girlfriends, right? But what I'm saying is that, like, put like this. Let me say this. Let me start over. White kids think about killing their girlfriends all the time. Jimmy, you thought about killing your wife.
Of course.
Before. You thought about so right. The ability to be able to stop that thought from becoming a reality is where the difference is, I think. Now, I'm sure there's probably elevated levels of thinking about it amongst blacks, right? But we can't deny that everybody has wanted to kill their wife.
No, I think everybody has, for sure.
Yeah. So my wife has told me she wanted to. I told me you wanted to punch me, kill me so many times.
Maybe you don't even want to kill them. Maybe you just hope they get into a terrible accident, sudden, that ends everything quickly, but that they're just no longer in your life in the cleanest of ways. Like driving over a cliff or getting shot at an intersection, something that just kind of, you don't have to break up with her. You don't have to kill her yourself. Just some tragedy befalls her. It's like it's what you fantasize about. Like the way you would say, I wish I had $1 billion. You might think, God, I wish my girlfriend or wife's engine would just blow up. Or, I don't want her to have a long cancerous death or a painful death, something sudden, but just that she's no longer kind of in your brain anymore. That's what everybody thinks about. That's what we think about it. We think about it.
Can we move on, man? Or you still?
I can talk about that all night.
I'm trying to run a show here, man.
Thinking about killing your ex. You bring up some very salient points. Let me talk for an hour.
Jesus Christ. Holy smokes, man. Shout out to
says here he
Gary,
didn't even
man.
drive. He took a lift to San Diego.
Gary says keep up the great shows, man. Yo, man, you okay? Jimmy, hey man, Jimmy. This is the Jimmy Field show, man. Go on, man. Continue, man. I didn't mean to cut you off, man.
No,
Go ahead.
we're good. See, I saw this clip too. This one here coming up. This is a good one. This son man goes hard on this guy, just waiting for something to pop off.
Shout out to Ron Rodriguez, man. Saying, I'll take that challenge.
Hey, if any of you out there have ever thought about maybe offing your girlfriend, show us by taking the $5 challenge.
Yeah, if you've ever thought of whacking your girlfriend, and we're talking about
untimely
just
demise.
once.
An
You're
untimely
not like
demise.
me or Jimmy, where we, it's an obsession. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I gotta say, Jimmy's got great restraint, man, because honestly, all jokes aside, like I know where he's coming from. Like, it is literally a full-time job not trying to kill you.
It is. And you can't slack off, because the minute you slack off, you're like Trayvon. You got to be on your toes. You lie awake at night. You lie awake at night, sweating. Sweat's just pouring off your forehead, rolling down into the back of your neck as you're staring up at the ceiling, and she's lying next to you, and you're thinking about what would happen if she were to be dead.
Yeah.
I can't let that happen.
Job,
I can't let it get back to me. There must be a way.
No, you ain't lying, man. You ain't lying, bro.
But I'm sure ladies feel the same way.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Except the difference is that like they don't have all that testosterone. They don't carry weapons. Most women don't carry weapons. Most women aren't handy with weapons. And, most women can hurt you in other ways. They'll hurt you in another way. Women have plenty of ways to hurt you. So
where it hurts most, right there in the heart, right there in the ticker.
Yeah. So it's like, it's not like they can't hurt you, but so they have a myriad of ways to hurt you.
You can kick a woman, you can stomp a woman, you can bend her arm up behind the back of her head, and it's not going to hurt her nearly as much as what she can do to your heart.
Yeah, one could say, this kid is not yours. The kid you love to pieces. You know what I'm saying? She could say, yeah, about little Billy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And that'll destroy it. I mean, like, destroy it, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, cause the shame. Like, you gotta tell your mom, hey, mom.
Well, now you got to choose. You know, you hear about the stories where guys are confronted with that information way down, and they have to choose: do I disown this kid that's not really mine out of principle?
Listen. Let me tell you about that. I think about that
I don't think
right
I could
there
do it.
'cause I've known someone who had that situation, and they were a doting, loving father, and had his daughter. Didn't have full custody, but whenever he had his daughter, she was with him, and it was by his side. And when he found that out, we never saw that girl again. Now the family, I don't know if he did, but we never saw that girl again. And
I couldn't do it.
You gotta also understand too, like it's not only that she's not yours, she's not your grandmother, she's not the auntie, she's not the nephew, she's not a niece, she's not a cousin. It's everybody she's not, you know what I mean? Not just not your daughter or whatever, you know what I mean? Or your son. So it's like it's a lot, man. And there's and there's a lot of shame that goes with that. Like, because somebody, like, think about getting conned, right? Think about just getting conned in the street. You walk down the street in New York City, somebody comes up to you with a little boom, 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 and they con you out of something, right there, boom, and they're gone. The con of that child not being yours is, whew, that's a running con. It was like you know what I'm saying? You might see somebody like me, Jimmy, like I see you, right? Hey, Jimmy, how's your daughter doing? And you gotta be like, she fine. Just, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how guys give that up though. If you've raised that kid and to both your knowledge you thought you were father and son or whatever.
Listen, I grew up an Orioles fan, right? Cal Ripken was my favorite player. I loved Cal Ripken. He was my favorite athlete. You know what I'm saying? Even more so than Michael Jordan, right? I was a big baseball fan. I loved baseball. I had a epic baseball card collection, right? As a kid, right? All the shit from Top Fleer, Donruss, Upper Deck, all that shit, right?
Right.
Had all that shit. I was, you know what I'm saying? Beckett. I was reading the Beckett books, knew the prices and all that shit, right? Had them all in the little sleeves, everything. So I was a big baseball fan. Orioles was my team. Used to go to Memorial Stadium with the watch the Orioles with my big brother from the Big Brother program. My uncle would take me out there. I've been to a lot of Orioles games. Camden Yards. I remember when Camden Yards first opened. Right? Used to keep score with the fucking book, or 2-3, like when they hit it to third base, then they throw it to second, to first. Used to score the game like that and all that shit. Used to pray to get a foul ball, all that shit, right? Going to the games when I was a kid, man. I love baseball. The second the Washington got a team, I mean the second, I dropped the Orioles like a bad habit and became a Nationals fan instantly. Like, it wasn't like, a thought. I mean,
why do you think you did that?
Instant. We got the Nationals. I dropped the Orioles like literally, like I dropped them like it was like, you know how you just like something's hot. Like you touch it, you pick up a pan, you don't know it's hot, and you drop it. I dropped them that fast and became a National fan.
Why do you think you did that?
It just was a natural. That's what I'm saying. Like, it just happened. It was natural. I didn't
because
think about
you're
it.
living in DC. I mean, what?
I'm from DC.
Right.
But we didn't have a team.
Right.
Our team got turned to the Rangers in the 70s.
There was the Senators way back when.
Yeah. So we didn't have a team when I was growing up. So we would drive up to Baltimore, like 45 minutes to Baltimore, and we was all Baltimore Orioles fans. Everybody was an Oriole fan.
It's kind of like how you're going to give up on the Fever once Caitlin is either traded or murdered.
Yeah, exactly. Great point. Exactly. Just like that.
Who joined us down there?
Salute to Nick Town. That's Nick Town in the building.
What's up, man?
What's going on?
Ain't nothing, man.
Big fella. Eric, what's going on, yo?
Hey,
Yo,
man.
being a stepdad is you a simp, bro. I don't respect you. You don't respect yourself. You disrespecting your whole lineage. You disrespecting your ancestors. You honestly, I'm not even gonna say it because that might be a TOS, but don't do that, bro. Don't raise another man's nut. Every time you look at a kid that's not yours and you feeding it,
This is a little different, though.
provide shelter, providing entertainment. Just remember, you're looking at another man's. Oh,
You know what though? I used to think, because I have a stepfather, right? My mom got remarried, but I do, because there was a study that showed that step parents are really not that good to their step kids. It's
How could
like
they be?
no, but I mean
That same
I
struggle you
know.
talked about with the wife, it happens with the kids too. They reach a point where you want to choke them out as well. So
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, it's in every metric, step parents. But it doesn't seem like that when because you know people who have step parents and shit. It doesn't seem like that. But in every metric, abuse, verbal, physical,
there's a spectrum.
Yeah, but in every metric, they worse with the kids, and I didn't know that until I read that study, and I was like, wow. Then I started seeing like, oh yeah, that is kind of true. Like, yeah, but yeah, there's always that there's some kind of simmering resentment there.
yeah, because you being his first of all, you're not going especially if it's a boy, he ain't gonna like you. He ain't gonna like you because you punching dick in his mom's guts, like
damn, Jesus Christ,
punching all kinds of dick in his mom's stomach, and you not his dad. Bro, I would hate you, bro.
And you're saying, why is he getting what my real dad couldn't get?
Yeah, why my dad not with my mom? Why this strange dude blowing my mom's back out? Like, why she sending me to my room?
Why did mom
so this dude can come blow her back out, and that's not my dad.
Why did mom stop having sex with dad like that? Now she's got this guy in there. Maybe dad, you wouldn't have had problems, mom, if you'd have fucked him the way you do this new guy.
Yeah.
Here's my thing though. What if the kid didn't know the dad? Like, say you're young, like a lot of, like, especially in the black community, like the relationship is over before the girl even has the baby, right?
Yeah, most of the time, yeah.
So it's like, what if the kid never knew the dad? I wonder if it's different than if like they get like divorced and then she goes on to marry when the kids are like in middle school or something. I'm sure it's a different dynamic there. It says here, it says step parents often lack the physical and hormonal bonds forged at birth, and they usually enter the child's life after a period of grief and chaos.
You can't hug or beat another man's kid the way you could do it for your own.
Yeah, I could definitely beat another man's kid. I could definitely do that, but like love it, hell no. I can't love you. You ain't come out my nuts.
But even that, you can't be physical with. You can't like give him a hug or it's like.
Yeah, I definitely can't hug. Yeah, I ain't hugging you.
When I had kids, I would never trust whatever dude.
I don't think that's true. I definitely don't think that's true. I've
Really?
seen a lot of, like, for instance, like, of the crowd that I hung around at some points in my life, they're like, one of their main goals was to find a chick with a bunch of kids who had a Section 8 house in the voucher and a bunch of food stamps to go shack up with. And they'd be good to those kids. They love those kids. They'd be in those kids' lives. They'd ride or die for those kids. I seen that a lot. I mean, I seen black dudes do that. Black do street niggas.
Yes, yo, bro. Yeah, bro.
Well, it's not necessary. I think that you looking at like the nigga who got his life together, who did most things right.
And that's the vast minority of some
Yeah,
men.
you judge him harshly, but you don't judge the nigga who been to jail and shit and coming home and looking for a place to stay, and he shack up with Bernita and her fucking,
Yeah, that's just water finding its own level.
Yeah, y'all manosphere niggas. Like, I'm gonna just put you in that class now. Y'all judge the educated lame nigga who beat a chick who's also a lame, who got one kid, by some fling when she was, younger, and now he supposed to be off the market because she got one kid. You know what I'm saying? Y'all judge that shit harshly. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let Don Travius shack up with a bitch with 6 kids and drive him to school and fucking crash out on teachers over him and shit.
Man, but that right there is part of the problem, though. What woman who has 4, 5, 6 kids? Don't you know that the guy who's willing to come into that world is usually not a guy you want in your life? I think you're talking about a rarity. I think the normal.
No, it's not rare at all.
That shit happens all the time.
No, that they're good. I'm sure there's plenty of guys that do it, but the actual guys that are good, aren't they a little more rare?
When you say good, what do you mean?
Like good to the kids. They're teaching them. They're not molesting them. They're supporting them. They're whatever. They're hanging around. They're being a male role model for them.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, but I know it happens all the time.
But I'm sure it does. But that's my point: is that what sensible woman would accept a man who's willing to move in with 4 kids? That automatically tells you he's a low status guy. He's, you know what I mean?
All of them are willing to accept it.
I guess when you got
these
4
women still need love, bro. They still need someone to lay up with at night, rub their feet.
Right.
Tell them that everything's gonna be all right. Tell them that the last 3 baby dads wasn't shit, and it was all their fault. And he's here to be the man, to not be the stepdad, but be the dad that stepped up. And the punch dick in her good. This. But I'll say this, look, somebody it's a thankless job, but somebody has to do it. You can't just have all these baby mamas running around with no man. There's somebody gonna wife them up, bro. That's why I always say, if you a dude out there and you playing in women's faces and lying to them, manipulating them, just remember, you're not a bad guy. You're just making her a better woman for the man she eventually ends up with. So I say that's why I think you should go out there, cheat on them, beat them, lie to them, manipulate them, because you're just making them a better woman.
There you go.
That's what I think. But yeah, do you want to be do you really want to be the guy that took care of the kid when the other guy didn't have to? He just ran off, got his nut off, and then had the kid say, "You not my dad." Do you want to be that guy?
I think what I was saying was just personally for me, let's say I were to find out one of my kids wasn't mine after all these many years. Would I then turn that kid away? No, I couldn't.
So,
because my love for that child is real. The principle of not raising another man's kid isn't going to enter that equation. I wouldn't walk into a relationship and say, I'm going to openly support this other man's kid. But if this is a kid that both of us have thought were blood related for the entire relationship that we've had, I wouldn't just turn them out because I wouldn't. That would mean that I was the worst kind of father, because all those previous 10, 5, 3, however many years it's been, you were the main provider, protector. You were God in that child's eyes, and you had that kind of relationship. And just to find out that you are not the actual blood father of that kid, however many years later, then you were a false God. You are not a good father. You are not a good father. You have to raise that.
But God put false gods on earth to test his people. You were the test. And you pass the test by leaving that kid the fuck alone and letting them find their real dad.
I guess it's a matter of personal choice.
Look, Jimmy, if that's what you want to tell yourself, that you're being the good guy,
No, I'm telling
I'm
you
fine with that. I'm fine with
as
that.
if
You know,
you were an
you got
atheist,
the
it's not even about God per se. It's about having to do with the truth of the relationship you've had. Do you have any kids?
no kids.
Okay,
No.
I think
I don't
I
want
mean,
any kids.
okay, well, those are the people that shouldn't have kids, are the ones that don't want them. But I think when I could probably tell you, your kid, it's not like anything. Your relationship with that kid, it's not like anything you ever conceived you could experience. It's not like how you love your chick or your parents or anything. It's a completely different thing. And to find out after X number of years that it's something other than that wouldn't change how I feel or my responsibilities. It just wouldn't.
Yo, you know that God will punish you for raising another man's nut. Like if God found out that this bitch betrayed you and she was a smut, God would like smite her
God's supposed to have known all along. He's supposed to have known all along.
Let me read this story. Yeah, right. Let me read this super
God
chat
knew she
from
was a slut.
Karen Vukovic, man. Vukovic. Shout out to the lovely Karen Vukovic, man. She says, hey, Ak and Nation, good to see you on. Love your shows, always educational and entertaining. Thank you. Wanted to also thank you for wanting to hear about my kidney failure. I'll send info ASAP. Just been super exhausted due to hemodialysis and still healing from surgery. Yeah, man. Let me know about that, man. We want to hear about that, man. Akatunde Live too. Let me put the email in the chat, man.
What's up, Karen?
That's you gotta you doing everything right. You still here, man. We none of us, all of us, we just like, man, you are still here, and you are doing everything right because you are still here. You are a living testament, man. That's what it is, man. That puts everything in perspective, man. Salute to you, man. Keep the fight up, man. Keep us posted.
Get well, get strong.
Yeah, keep doing whatever you're doing, man. To you know, sometimes the best advice is no advice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sometimes it's like sometimes what's best for a child that ain't yours is to leave that nigga alone.
Or what?
20 Walk
times
away.
more likely to commit sexual offences than
the Brits?
Yeah, native Brits.
The Brits that colonized the whole world, you mean? That raped
Here
and
we
pillaged
go.
the whole world to get the power that
The
they
Brits,
have?
the Brits, yeah.
Yeah, the Brits that did that.
Yeah.
And you guys have the audacity to say that the Afghans and Somalis did what?
It's not audacity, it's just a fact.
So is it not a
government
fact?
Got
Is it
Africa
not
on
a
his
fact
chest.
that y'all colonized the world through rape, murder, and pillaging? Right or wrong?
That was true, yeah.
All right, then. So what are you talking
the
about?
British Empire.
So what are you talking about then? How
That
dare
was
you?
true.
How dare you?
Why are you shouting?
What are you? Because you're. That's why. How dare you? You're talking facts. Let's talk facts.
Spitting in my
Let's
face.
talk. So do something about it.
I'm not.
Do something about it,
journalist,
Brit.
my friend. I'm here
Do
to-
something about it,
I'm
Brit.
here- I'm here to ask.
Starting to
questions.
I
loop.
hope this is good.
What are you talking about?
I'm here.
How dare you?
Why are you getting so angry?
Because you're a piece of you're a liar.
You know you're
a liar.
You're not.
You're a liar.
Would you like me to show you the
You're a
government
liar,
data?
bro.
Look at that Jew.
He got
Looks like a
look at this. You guys is
Yeah, lion tamer.
yeah, you already know how this
I just
classic
asked you,
situation.
what did the Brits do to have the power they have? Answer that question. Answer that question. Answer that question. How did the Brits get their power?
Can you stop spitting in my face? What was the question? Why are you shaking?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You letting this nigga spit in your face.
He said, I'm holding everything back to break your fucking jaw.
Yeah, I
He is
ain't,
putting his hands behind his back. That's a lot of times people do that.
I
Some
ain't
men
gonna,
put his hands on his back.
I ain't gonna lie. This this Glather wilding, bro. This nigga just sitting there yelling and spitting in your face, bro. You might as well just like, I mean, you don't gotta take that, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he's there with a news crew. It's either going to launch his career or, you know.
Yeah, I don't think that yet. I don't think this glider. Yeah, he's actually a news anchor. I don't think he's gonna like fight this son man.
Nah, fight. I ain't say fight. Hell no. Hell no. I ain't. If I was this Glather, I'm not fighting this guy. Look at this brolic ass
That don't mean he
emotional
can fight,
sunbed.
though.
Hell no. I ain't say fight this nigga.
Yeah,
Hell no.
that is intimidating. I will give you that. Like seeing big dudes is intimidating, but I think the one thing about fighting big dudes or anybody is that, you know, at the end of the day, everybody chin bone is going to, you know, you hit them right on the chin, you can put them to sleep. And a lot of people can't fight, man.
Yeah, most people can't fight. For sure.
Most
Thank
people,
God.
yeah, like I said, most people, 95% of people can't
Yeah,
fight.
yeah, for sure. Like at all.
Yeah, like even tough, even dudes with reputations, dudes is tough, dudes that
Yeah,
hold it down,
it's
dudes that got respect. They can't fight.
yeah, they just know how to, bro. Bro, perception does a whole lot for a lot of Negroes, bro.
Yeah, like for instance, like I can tell if you can really fight just by giving you a fist pump. This or handshake because your hands. Like, you know how some people got like soft hands and shit or little hands,
Yeah.
shit like that. Like you can tell a little bit from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you got soft little hands, nigga. Like it ain't, your hands ain't rough. You know what I mean? Like
You got to do some hands maxing.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
That's what, tuning someone up. You call it hands maxing.
that's what you hit people with. Like it's just a fact. Like that's what you hit people with. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like your shit gotta be hard and jagged. But anyway, pause.
You can do it. You would get arrested.
I don't give a bro.
You get arrested.
I don't give a
This doesn't make your argument
I
look
came out
good.
here for
This doesn't make your
If you
argument
know, if you're the
I
reporter,
came out here to talk
for violence.
Yes.
Well, there you go. That's the left. That is the degenerate.
Hold on. Hold it down. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. This not seriously why this dude's like yelling and spitting in my face, bro.
if it came to a scuffle, I would certainly try to get an elbow to the guy in the glasses, though. Try to give him a quick elbow.
Yeah.
In the midst of the fray.
He's probably sitting there like, yeah, the black guy's kind of right. Hello.
Yeah, he done woke up, man.
Yeah, dude. He heard the stepdad talk. He was like, what the hell on?
We woke up, man. He wake up wanting to see Curious George and shit. This little dude, man. You know you're supposed to be asleep. He getting away because his mom out of town. His mom out of town and shit. So he get to stay up. You know what I'm saying? He get to stay up with me. Because his mom out of town. You know, he get to be up. He cried. He must have fell out of the bed. I heard something. I heard a thud. I was like, yo, what the fuck was that? That's why I went up there. And then his ass was coming down the steps at the same time. I was going up the steps.
We lost Nixo. He brought out the kid. He ran off.
That motherfucker really don't like kids.
Yeah, no
there it
kids
is.
for me, man. I'm cool.
Damn. Yeah.
You're still raising him as a boy, huh? Okay, that's good.
Yo, I couldn't help it with him. Like, he's so masculine. He be walking around stomping and shit. Like, he like a motherfucking Bam Bam. That's what I would compare him to. Remember that
Bam
character
Bam.
on the
That's right.
Flintstones? Yeah, he Bam Bam.
That's how little boys can be, man.
He ain't nothing like his sister. He already stronger than her. She 5. But he just destroys stuff. Like he will, if you think it can't be broken, or you want to test how durable something is, leave it around him.
And himself, I'm sure he's banging his head and running into stuff and just
Yeah.
getting up and running out again. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Now
he will show you how durable some shit is.
Strictly hypothetical. Strictly. And I don't mean to cause any discomfort, but you find out tomorrow that this little boy is not yours. What are you doing? You're keeping him.
That's what I said. Like, I think of he looks just like me though. That's the only thing where it's like
he got the curse.
And like his baby pictures look just like my baby pictures. So it's like
Here's the difference between you two, though. The only reason I question, he might not be your kid because you can fall asleep much easier than him. He stays awake. I don't know if you guys are related.
No, but seriously though, like, yeah, man, that's crazy. When you think about it like that, that's an excellent question, though. I'm glad you had the courage to ask that, man. That's serious, man. That's like, yo, would you like? Yo, the anger I would feel.
It's all about her.
Man.
It's nothing to do with the kid. You can't let that destroy what you have with the kid.
Yeah, but still, like, it still would. I was sold that it was my. Like, it's also the fact that that's part of it. You know.
Well, that's something years later you could hold. Years later, you could hold it against her. You know, when he becomes a 13-year-old asshole, then you can just say, "Look,
yeah,
you're not even mine."
But this little guy, this he's mine, man. This little dude is mine, man. He is me. He is me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder if he got a diaper. Let me see something. Oh, he ain't got no diaper. It's only pee. You know, pee diaper. You can let that ride for a little while. The poop diaper change.
He doesn't even feel the pee diaper. Those things just suck every bit of moisture out of it.
Shout out to Boy Katina, man. Boy Katina in the building, yeah. My little son, man. It's like, yeah, that's a hell of a question. Like, yo, man, like, what the fuck? Like, I ain't gonna lie, the rage I would feel, it would be like, it would be like something where out of like out of one of them stories we just did. You know what I mean? Like, it would definitely be like one of them stories we just did.
You're saying she'd have it.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Is that my daughter?
Yeah, that's a bad road to go down too if you expect to have any relationship with the kid.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not your dad, but I killed your mother. So we're even.
That's crazy. That's crazy, though. That's bananas. That is bananas, man. That is bananas. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's
maybe you go read him a story.
Huh?
Maybe you go read him a story.
He man. If I open a book around him, he gonna rip the pages. He grabbed the book and just rip it apart. This dude is a menace. You hear me? Like, he is a straight up menace. You look at him right now, he cute and everything. That's just his look, man. That dude is a menace.
I believe it.
Straight up. He scratched me today. We were at his yo, he made me scream at my daughter's graduation today. She graduated, last day of school. They had a little ceremony for them at this place. And we in there, right? I mean, he of course he acting like he ain't never been nowhere before. He acting like a damn monkey and shit, trying to climb all out of my arms. I gotta hold him and shush him. So he the only baby in there acting like that too. There's other babies in there. He was the only one acting like that. So he was trying to crawl out of my arms one time. And I stopped him. This little dude scratched me in my face, and I screamed.
With
He
intent.
just said, "Ah!" And I screamed loud in the place. And I was like, "Oh shit!" I was just felt embarrassed because it was audible. His little
Thank God they didn't ask you to
nails,
leave.
his little nails are like razor blades, man. I'm telling you, man. His little nails are like razor blades.
Yeah, I can see him. He just held up his hand.
Yeah, he ain't no
You gotta
joke.
clip those
Man.
things.
He ain't no joke, man. He will straight up. He straight up ain't no joke, man. But yeah, man. Like you said, man. This is what it's all about. That's why it's such a terrible thing. I think, probably in the future with AI making everything easier, AI, what do they call them? AI paternity tests, where it's just something like soon as the baby's born, you do it. Like you don't let it linger. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or they should be able to take it where you can take a swab from the girl's fluids and tell before the baby's even born. You know what I mean?
That's probably coming.
Yeah, because I mean, like, we have the technology now, man. Putting guys through that to where years down the road, they find, like in her case, with the kidney situation, people find out like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or blood transfusion, bone marrow. People find out like that, and they're like, in this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, and the woman's like, the woman gets mad. Then the woman gets mad at the guy for being mad.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. The level of duplicity and sort of cosmic dishonesty, and then they get mad at you.
Yeah. And he's a boy too, and I gotta make sure he don't fall for that. Make sure he's hip to all that stuff. The ways of women and whatnot.
He's only got a couple more months, man.
Make sure he's he's already got the ladies, man. It ain't a lady that hasn't seen him that don't want him, man. All the ladies want him. So, but yeah, he needs to know that too, man. He needs to understand that. Hey, look, man, women are not sweet. Okay? They're not the softer sex or whatever.
It's kind of like the prenup thing, where if you actually try to defend yourself against it or with it before you engage, and they hate you for it. And if the woman were to come to you and say, "Hey, I'm pregnant, we're gonna have a kid," and you were to say, "Well, let's just find out and make sure," before we go any further, the friction it would cause. That's what most guys are trying to avoid.
Yeah, I got you on that, but that's why I said make it easy, not something to where we gotta, a production go to the office or nothing. AI is making everything easy, where it's just like, like just
Make it
swab this shit and put it like a pregnancy test almost. Where paternity test could be as easy as a pregnancy test. Because I've never done a pregnancy test with a girl that wasn't correct. Every time I've done a pregnancy test with a girl, she was pregnant, and every time she said she wasn't, she wasn't.
Yeah.
So just yeah, let's just do it. Let's once it gets to that point.
Your kid is staring into my soul right now.
Yeah, man. Oh, he listen, this dude is bad, man. When he not on this show and he not asleep, it's cracking. They're the only two times you say when he sleep or he looking at himself, he admiring himself in the camera. Trying to be cute. See, he know how to be cute. Like he know how to do cute stuff. He mastered that. Like when he see himself in the cameras, we do that when we take videos and shit. He start doing. He start being cute. He know what.
Not
cute,
shy.
Huh?
He's not shy.
Yeah, he know what cute. He know how to push people's cute buttons. But any other time, this dude is a menace. You hear me?
Yeah.
Straight up menace.
Are you near any grandparents?
Yeah. He sees his grandparents in DC.
That's
when
good.
we go down there, and his grandmother.
That's where you drop off the menace when it gets to be too much.
Oh yeah, he goes to his grandmother. He goes to his grandma's house all the time. Just about every day. Just about.
Does he behave differently for her than he does for you?
Well, she don't play.
That's what I'm saying. Is there?
No shit.
Does he understand that?
Well, he still do his thing, but she don't. My kids know they can run over me, man. They do it. I snap though. Like I get to a point, I snap, but they pretty much know daddy will let us do whatever we want.
My kids knew they couldn't play with grandma. She didn't play. All the grandkids knew it.
Yeah. No, grandmother what? This little dude, man. He up 2:00 and Jesus Christ.
So he's
What
fading.
kids, when we was that age, let me get back to the show, man. He hijacked the show. Let me get back to the show. These people want to see the show, man. They came for a show, man. Let's get back into the fuckery, man.
Is the 10 o'clock news on KTVU Fox 2.
Now at
You
10,
see?
breaking news in Fairfield.
Once he see the tension ain't on him, he start doing cute shit. You see that? He You see that?
I think Nick Tao hung himself. Nick Tao just hung himself from the highest rafter.
Shout out to Johnny Reb. Johnny Reb watching on Rumble. He says, "Hey, Ak, you looking good. And hello to your kid. I have to get up and take the dog to the vet, so I'm out. But thanks for the show." Shout out to Johnny Reb, man. Yeah, we got people on Rumble. Rumble's over there, man. Shout out to all you people on Rumble. Buy a membership on Rumble, man. Get a membership on Rumble, man. We gotta start getting the Rumble crowd because like it takes a lot to do the Rumble show. You gotta like do all these links and all these back channels and all this. It takes like 10 minutes to set up Rumble every day. It's not like the other channels where I just click on it on sound on StreamYard. Rumble, you got to do your own. It's like you got to do its own setup and link it to everything. So yeah, man, get a membership on Rumble if you haven't to support the channel, guys, or donate through Rumble. They have super chat and everything because it takes a lot to.
How many are watching on Rumble right now?
Huh? Right now?
Can you tell?
Nine.
Can you tell how many are?
Yeah, nah. I'm watching the Rumble. I have the Rumble up on a different tab. Rumble has 9. It was up. It was more than that earlier, but right now it's only 9.
Yeah, I wish Rumble could get bigger.
Yeah,
I wish more people would get over there. Check out my channel on Rumble, you Rumble folk. Jimmy Fields Production.
Fire erupts at a graduation ceremony. 1 person is dead. 3 others are in the hospital. And an active manhunt is underway for the shooter. Police confirming those details to us at a news conference within the past hour. Good evening. I'm Claudine Wong.
And I'm Christina Rendon. It happened as Sam Yeto High School was holding its graduation ceremony on the Fairfield High campus.
Let's get right to KTVU's Amber Lee, who is live in Fairfield tonight. And Amber, what can you tell us?
It's an all-chick newscast.
Claudine and Christina, it's been 3 hours since the shooting, and it is still a very active scene. I'm going to step aside and show you what it looks like out here. You see the heavy police presence out here. They tell us they're actively looking for whoever's responsible for the shooting. It happened in the parking lot of Fairfield High School around 7:15 tonight. It was towards the end of a graduation ceremony held here at the school's football stadium. It was the...
Listen, some shot at a graduation is like, it's literally 100% chance that it's black, right?
Yeah.
Like, if it's not blacks, it's Hispanics.
It's for a lot of them, it's their second time coming to school. Graduation, they show up, they get to shoot somebody.
You're not that far off. I remember going to black schools.
Well, I exaggerate for comedic effect. You're right about that.
At the end of the year, they just pass everybody.
Yep.
They can't keep, you know what I mean? They have to clear space. If they held people back that
They're
deserve
racist.
to be held back,
They're racist.
there wouldn't be enough space for the incoming students. So they just, a lot of schools, they just let everybody pass. I mean, don't get me wrong, during the year they tell you, oh man, if you don't get this grade, you're going to fail. I'm not saying they come first day of school and say, hey man, you already passed, so don't even worry about it. They don't do that. But at the end of all that bullshit, they just pass everybody.
Yeah, it's sad. It's got to change.
I mean, it's necessary though. Like, you have fucking 20-year-olds in fucking 8th grade if you didn't pass people every year.
I wonder if they did a thing where if you don't pass high school, you're going to be forever ineligible for any kind of assistance. Ladies.
That sounds like some Asian shit. Sounds like some tiger shit. Sounding real tigerish right now.
You need a diaper.
That's all right.
You need a diaper, man. Let me get you a diaper. You got a diaper. Yeah, man. Midtown, man. You gonna change diapers one day, man.
Not for another man.
Definitely not for another man. Hell no.
He said, you don't change diapers, you a man. What you gonna do with your wife out of town? What you gonna do with your baby mother? What do you want to do if you have custody and you don't live with the mother?
I ain't gonna lie. That sounds a nightmare.
Baby shit ain't like our shit. You know what I'm saying? Our shit is like foul and shit. Like, baby shit is different. It's different consistency.
Their bodies aren't as polluted as ours. They're
it ain't like wiping another person's ass.
Yeah,
I get what you're thinking. Like if you was the wipe, you know what I'm saying? If you was to wipe your man, your homie, or your girlfriend's ass, nah, it ain't like that. It's
they got that
nasty,
pure
though.
shit. That pure baby shit.
Yeah, baby shit, man. Especially when they little. Now he eating food, so it's a little bit different, but it's still baby shit.
Graduation of Sam Yeto Continuation School, and I've been told 4 people were shot. 1 has died. One woman who identified herself as a former student rushed down here when she heard about the shooting.
Kind of traumatized for the people, everyone here that had to witness it. It's outrageous, really. It's sad. Prayers for everyone that had been affected by it, and I'm just so sorry that y'all had to go through that.
This sounds retarded.
I don't know what happened.
What did you see?
The people is coming out, is running. I don't know what happened. And
you heard the shots. What was your reaction?
Run. Yeah, run. And I don't know
Imagine
what
it's your
happened.
first day coming here from Guatemala and this happens.
I see my niece, my mom, and she say, run, run.
This is a super active scene
I'll be
right now. We
screaming
still
for no
have
fucking
our
reason.
officers out there speaking with witnesses, trying to
This is an
determine
all
exactly
chick
what happened
broadcast.
and following up on any suspect leads we
The
have.
reporter, the anchors,
Obviously, it's
every
a very
person on
scary
this
incident when
is
something
remote.
like this does happen, especially during the end of a school event. So obviously, we just want everyone to be safe out in the community.
You're looking at a live picture of the crime scene. Police have not yet released any information for any of the victims. They also have not released any suspect description or vehicle or how many people they're looking for. We are supposed to get an update from Fairfield Police in about an hour. Christina, Claudine.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask about the victims, whether or not we know if any students had been shot or the identity of the victim who has died.
I was able to reach the Fairfield Unified School District spokesperson. She says she has no information to release at this point.
Now, and how big of an area is blocked off? I mean, I would assume at the timing of this shooting.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yo, did you talk about that tiger?
Chow, yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, what do you think about that?
I don't even fucking. It's weird. They seems like they chased him down over a bottle of water. It's fucking.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's weird as fuck, bro.
They told he fell down. They say he pointed the gun at him. He did have a gun on him though. I mean, he said he pointed the gun at him. Son clapped his ass.
I mean, if somebody pointing a gun at you, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Breaking news.
That breaking news out of Fairfield tonight, where 3 students have been shot, 1 killed at a high school graduation ceremony. Thank you for joining us for Crown 4 News at 9, streaming only on Crown 4 Plus. I'm Dan Thorne. The latest on this shooting that's being reported out of the high school campus of Fairfield happened around 7 o'clock this evening. Another high school, Sam Yeto High School, was hosting a graduation ceremony on that campus with hundreds of people there. We are right now getting a live look at that scene. We've been told that shots broke out during the ceremony. Sam Yeto High School was holding the event there at the high school football field on the Fairfield High School campus. You see a lot of police there, also other first responders right now moving traffic to that area. It is cordoned off. Again, if you're just joining us, 3 students shot, 1 dead at a high school graduation ceremony. That being confirmed to us tonight by the Fairfield City Mayor, Ms. Moy, giving us that information. We want to also take a look now at viewer video. This was from the scene that was taken just a short time ago. 3 students shot, 1 of them passed away. Witnesses say they actually saw there at the scene a mother doing CPR on her son who was still in his cap and gown. It's unclear tonight whether that was the male victim who was fatally shot that we've learned about tonight in this situation. Right now, the 2 streets that have been blocked off right there near the campus because the campus is on lockdown, those include Cement Hill Road and East Atlantic Avenue. We have also reached out this evening to the Fairfield Sassoon Unified School District for comment. We just got this response into our newsroom on this situation, saying, thank you for reaching out. We are aware that there was a shooting after the Sam Yeto High School graduation ceremonies had ended. So this was after the high school graduation there. And they say that they're also gathering details. Law enforcement, as we just saw there, is on campus. This is an active investigation, and they had no additional information to share with us at this time. But they did share their thoughts, saying that they are with the individuals who were affected. And as soon as we have more details, we will share that with you. Also learning from them, from the spokesperson there, saying, quote, my understanding from Fairfield Police is that they are directing the media to go to Our Lady of Mount Carmel at Dover and Cement Hill in Fairfield. And of course, that's where we're going to be sending our crews to gather some more information. We also got some information tonight from the Sassoon City Mayor, posting this on Facebook, saying Her heart goes out to the family and the victims there. This is Mayor Alma Hernandez, the Sassoon City mayor, sharing this. She's saying that the information that they've been getting out there, again, is that 3 students were shot, one of them fatal, one male student was killed, 2 other female students also shot there at Fairfield High School.
You might have been on burritos then.
Yeah, it might have been some burritos.
Here's the thing, though. Even when it's cases like this, if they got 10% blacks at the school, it was blacks. It got to be like all on burritos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it was like blacks at the school.
If there's an element here, I'm always going to bet on the element.
Yeah.
School. Again, this was the Semieto graduation ceremony that was going on there at the school. Again, the shots rang out around 7 o'clock this evening. Fairfield police there responding to the scene. Solano County deputies also on the scene there. Police, of course, are also trying to make sure that there aren't any crowds in that area. Again, taking a live look at the situation there outside of Fairfield High School. A number of emergency crews responding there. 3 students shot, 1 dead. Again, still working to confirm the information on those 2 other students that were shot at this graduation.
We got an update, guys.
Yeah, the other one said 4 people were shot.
We got an update. This is right here on Twitter. It's saying, tragic bloodshed at graduation. Black juvenile shooter slaughters joy. It says, innocent families celebrating their kids' graduation at Semieto High were gunned down in the parking lot. 1 dead, 3 wounded, all because a black male juvenile brought a gun to a happy moment and opened fire. This wasn't random. It was the brutal result of a culture that excuses thugs, pushes weak policies, and lets young criminals roam free while law-abiding people pay the price. Our children deserve safe graduations, not bullet-riddled parking lots. Enough excuses. Get tough on crime. Lock up violent juveniles and protect our communities. No more thoughts and prayers. America demands real action to stop this slaughter. So they already identified the shooter as a black male. Yikes.
Yeah. I guess it was like, I guess he thought it was like the last day. I guess he thought it was the last day to get the ops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's he doing at a high school graduation?
He didn't go to the school?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Damn.
Regularly?
Probably not regularly.
Jeez. Damn. That was a sun turd, man. Fucking A, man.
They messed up Child's business too, though. They fucked this business up.
Oh, they did? They looted it?
Yeah. That's what I've seen on Twitter. I've seen a bunch of sons saying we gotta stop being nice to Asians.
As if they niggas is nice to Asians.
Yeah, we gotta stop being so kind and forgiving and tenderhearted to other races. We gotta start being mean and violent.
Got to bring back Asian hate.
Yeah, we got to.
Why Asians target black neighborhoods?
Yeah, the craziest story out of that whole Asian hate was when in New York they had so much attacks on Asians by blacks that they put an Asian cop. I think it was like Times Square or some shit to in plain clothes, down there to be, to try to catch somebody, just so he could be there and try to, how they have plain clothes officers in the crowd, right?
Right.
And soon as he got down there, a nigga came up and beat his ass. Like the second he got down there.
Damn.
And that shit was crazy. And it was a news story. I covered it several times on the channel. But it was just like, damn, they sent him down there.
They're like chum. They're like chum for the show. In fact, that might have been his name.
And he got his ass beat like within like 5 minutes of coming on duty. And he was just dressed like a regular Asian person. He wasn't like in police attire. He was just like plain clothes officer. And some random niggas came up and beat the shit out of him.
Oh man, I wonder what's gonna happen with that case.
We won't know till it's over.
Yeah, I mean he cooked like he been cooked. I think a black juror would have just let him off, but he don't deserve to get off.
Is that the jury there?
No, that's just yeah. Jury.
And you think Mello cooked?
Doesn't it feel like now?
Listen. At the end of the day, man, he brought the knife to the thing. He made a threat. There's nobody that can say the guy punched him, or there's nobody saying that. You know, I mean, all the stuff you heard was people that weren't there. Everything I read the police report. You don't remember we went over the police reports?
Nah, damn.
All the witnesses that were interviewed at the scene.
I think I did, but I probably forgot. Yeah.
Or they all said that he was being an asshole.
Didn't Mello try to say call him the N-word or some shit?
Nah. They tried to say that the brothers were going to jump him or something, or they made up a bunch of fantastical stories, like they knew each other and they had a fight at a party a week earlier. That kid was the white kid was a 4.0 student who literally was captain of the football team and went to church every fucking and active in his church. Wasn't hanging out with fucking Carmelo Anthony.
Just a typical upstanding glider.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think this could be like?
Says your son is younger than you? Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. And he says Sam Yato. He says Sam Yato, 0% proficient in math, 13% proficient in reading.
Wait, what?
Holy shit!
Where at?
Sam Yato was the school, man.
The one that got shot up.
Yeah. Oh damn. Oh yeah, that's a black school then. Yeah.
Do you think there's a chance that there will be a juror who is just never going to convict this guy that gets through and gets on that jury? Because it only takes one.
Yeah, because Texas is not what people think it is. It's very liberal in some places. So yeah, it could definitely happen. But it's less likely now that you don't have no sun turds on it.
Oh shit! Oh, that's the jury right there. Oh, shit.
There's no way they'd go to trial with a jury like that. No way. In 2026,
he's just gonna say that the jury's racist, right?
This school has 20% blacks. Yikes.
Sam Yato?
Yeah.
Or
20% black, 60% Hispanics, and 8% white. Yikes.
0% in math. Damn.
Shame on those gliders. 8% of them couldn't get their numbers up for the math department.
Yeah, I expect more out of y'all, man. What the hell?
Not one glider out of 8 was able to pass the math test. Shame on them.
I think he was just joking because I have the real stats here. California, in the state of California, average schools have 49% proficient in English and 37% proficient in math.
Yeah, that's terrible.
33% proficient in science. But Sam Yato, as an individual school, has 8% proficient in English, 8% proficient in math, and 3% proficient in science.
Yeah.
I don't know how you you can't. I guess you can't fire the administration every year. You would, because you know what I mean. I think that's them basically saying it's not the administration. That's their soft, admitting that it's not anything anybody can do about it. It's genetics. You know what I mean? Because you would have to fire. I think everyone would have to be fired, right?
Yeah. At this point,
go ahead.
If they could come up with a solution, it would have to be suppressed, because it would mean they've been wrong all this time about the methodologies we're using in schools. Do you
Yeah,
get what
but
I'm saying?
I do think that they do like success, and I do think that if there was something, I was a black kid in schools, all different types of schools. I went to Quaker school, I went to public schools, I went to a black private school, I went to, what I'm saying, I've been to all the schools, right? They want you to, they try. It's not like, oh, the niggers, fuck these niggas. No, they try. Wouldn't you say that, Nick Tell?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they try.
Sure.
It's just you just can't do it. It's not possible. And then at some point, like, it's so much violence and chaos in the school that you have to deal with that stuff. You know what I mean? You have to like just make sure that nobody gets killed, or you know what I'm saying?
You got a Scott Adams
rape in the hallway or something. You know what I mean?
You got to get out.
Yeah,
you got to get away.
This little guy, he's ready to go. He's ready to turn in, man. Let me take him up to bed, man. Salute to everybody out here, man. I may do a Caitlin Clark live stream after their game tomorrow night. Y'all can join that. And if I don't do the Caitlin Clark live stream, I'll do it here. Get in the comment section and hit the like button, subscribe. Shout out to all you people that sponsored the show. Any final thoughts, man?
Yo,
Sam Yito.
Don't disrespect yourself by raising another man's, that's the kid. A man going, oh shit. Don't raise another man's
Damn. Black Columbo. Ah.